Welcome back. I'm Adrienne, your expert on all things custom home building and luxury. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend how much fun we have on the Fraser Homes channel. Again, I'd like to say thank you to all of our new subscribers. We very much appreciate your support of the Fraser Homes channel and our community. So let's jump right in. Today, we are talking about overcoming construction anxiety. There is going to be some anxiety when you are building new construction, particularly when you're building fully custom new construction. So in times past, we've talked about the difference between production homes where you might have 5 floor plans to choose from, semi-custom, you have a few more options, custom, and then fully custom. Remember, Fraser Homes, we have never built the same house twice. So just having a zero start can be a very anxiety driven process. And so, Fraser Homes, one of our processes is making sure that we keep the anxiety at bay. We understand that the time, the design, the revisions, the uncertainty, weather, all of these things can really boost the anxiety and make it a stressful process. And that's not what we want. We want it to be fun. We want it to feel luxurious. We want you to get exactly what you want, and we have some tools to help you get there. So, the first thing you want to do is you want to stay focused, okay? Staying focused is a benchmark, it is a pillar, and the necessary tool for you to be able to have an anxiety free construction process. Well, what does staying focused look like? That looks like making sure that you are not constantly looking at the next best thing. That's part of staying focused. So, if you're constantly watching HGTV, if you're constantly looking at Pinterest, if you are constantly reading the Architectural Digest, and you are constantly absorbing that information, you can understand you're being influenced. That's what the entertainment world is about. It's about influence. And so it's influenced you to change from I want a traditional home, well, actually, I want a contemporary home. You need to stay focused. You need to have your goal, have your vision in mind, and then you need to stick with that. Stay focused. That is similarly situated to staying focused with your selections. So a huge component of the fully custom build is selections. There are tons of selections. Just a month or so ago, we had a full series with Sammy on all things selections, and she talked about how many appointments we had to go to just with a 5,000 square foot home or so. 20 appointments maybe. When you start adding thousands of square feet, which we love to build 20, 25, 35,000 square feet homes, then you can understand that there's a lot more appointments, there are a lot more selections, there are a lot more choices. So you need to stay focused. What is your design style? What is your aesthetic? What really resonates with you? And it happens all the time with all of the homeowners. We will go back and look at their Pinterest board and they're like, I pinned that twice, 3 times because you know what you want and you need to stay focused. Okay, another thing is managing and understanding what you can control and what you cannot control. Okay, so a lot of times when we cannot control the fact that there are weather conditions on the job, it creates a lot of anxiety. The questions start to loom in our head. When are we going to get back started on construction? When will the crew be back? It's too cold, it's raining. Those are things that you can't control. And those are things that you need to put in the hands of your professional builder, Fraser Homes, because we already know that those things are going to happen on your project. And so we have already baked the time into the process. We already know what to look forward to when there's going to be conditions like weather that we can't control. So you don't have to worry about that. We worry for you. We worry about that for you. All right. Another issue would be material shortages. Okay, so the external climate is huge right now. Fraser is monitoring if we're going to be able to get our material from Canada if there's tariffs. They're monitoring the increases in steel and those kind of things. That is our job. You don't have to have that anxiety. That's the reason why you hired us, is because we want to take the pressure off of you. And we know what we're doing. We are subject matter experts. We've done this time and time again. We know how to make the process work. So stay focused. Make sure that you have trust and confidence in your builder and that you are not wavering with your design style. Now, the last thing is limit fatigue, and that's typically design fatigue. So that goes back to the focus, but you will become fatigued in the process if you have these high highs and low lows. So high highs is for 6 weeks straight, you see the job is going, you're seeing the manifestation of the process, you are really excited, it's going really fast, and then all of a sudden you have 2 weeks where we have material shortages or weather delays. You do not want to have these spikes, so you need to manage the fatigue. The fatigue comes because of the spikes. You need to manage that by having realistic expectations. Now, the realistic expectation is also a brother to budget. So we want everyone to dream big, and we want you to have the dream home that is Fraser designed. Of course, that's what we want. And like I said, we love to build the 20, 30, 40, 50,000 square foot mansions. But if that doesn't align with your budget, and while your dream may be a 50,000 square foot project, if your budget doesn't align, we need you to be realistic because that cuts down on the anxiety. And so there you have it. These are the tools. Is number one is to really trust your builder. We have you covered. We are taken care of. We are thinking of things that you are not thinking of, and we don't want you to think of, because we want you to just sit back and enjoy the process. What you have to think about is some of the design elements, but we want you to be consistent about the selections. We want you to stay focused on what really appeals to you. We don't want you to be influenced by external factors, and we want you to have fun. This should be a fun process. We don't want you to be stressed out. We don't want you to have these dopamine spikes of fun and exploration and then crash down because some things have happened on the project that were unforeseen in your eyes or unexpected. And so if your builder is not telling you that anxiety is not the norm in a new construction, it may mean they don't know the difference.